Why, hello everyone. Welcome to my 4K Sample Series. This is a series I started last year, featuring 4K and or HDR enabled games on either the Xbox One X or the PlayStation 4 Pro. And I started this series to showcase the capabilities of my new AverMedia capture card then. The Live Gamer 4K GC something. In any case, I started it, but then it wasn't long before I ran into some technical difficulties with these uploads. But I decided to bring it back after a bit of a hiatus due to circumstances sort of beyond my control. You see, I'm playing through Control at the moment, and I haven't finished it, so I'm not able to start my daily long play of this game. So what instead? I'm going to start the campaign mode in this, showcasing this game in 4K HDR encoded at about 40 megs a second. So I'm going to get started. These generally tend to be about half-an-hour videos because YouTube doesn't like it when I upload 4K HDR videos longer than that. This is in 4K HDR being played on an Xbox One X. And I'm just going to play through a little bit of the campaign mode. I've already completed the tutorial, and I'm ready to get started. This is Gears of War 5, which is actually just called Gears 5 for some reason. I downloaded this last night. It is available to people who have Game Pass and Game Pass Ultimate.
On Gears.
And look, previously on Gears. I guess it would be Gears of War 4.
We used to protect cocksuckers. Now we're about to raid one.
Raiding is what outsiders do.
Lieutenant, you've been busy.
I do have Gears of War 4, by the way. I got this game in 2016.
I don't care about the goddamn fabricator. You're taking my people.
I got it on a Black Friday deal as a way of a showpiece for my new computer that I just finished building at that point.
Fabricator without provoking Jin.
This has nothing to do with the fabricator.
Then what did you do?
Jin accused us of taking her people.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Get the fabricator to the power station and install the inverter.
You realize Jin's coming back, right? We need to leave now. Mom!
Hey, listen. You need to hide, and then you need to run.
Look, you know as well as I do that he can help.
The village is attacked.
And my mother was taken.
Yeah.
Dad, you should look at this. Shit.
Guys?
Thought you said you weren't running from the car. Yeah, that wasn't completely accurate. We need to get through that fort to the abandoned hospital on the other side. Dumped a few thousand locust bodies in there after. If your swarms were
So yeah, this series of mine, this 4K HDR Sample Series, I guess you could call it like a quick look style thing. It's generally about half an hour long. And it has me talking over it. Well, the primary difference is that this is an upload as opposed to between this and my normal video, since this is an upload instead of a stream. And it's in 4K and HDR. Other than that, it's going to be very similar in terms of its style and format. Me with my largely uninteresting commentary. But I'll try to point out things that might be interesting along the way.
We definitely found where they're coming from.
And where those snatchers are.
This is just recapping the events of Gears of War 4 right here.
James. In that pod. It was in their network.
Their network?
It's all connected. The locust never died, James. Your mother, she's alive.
Where is she?
And she's not being treated like the others. Not podded.
What's going on here?
Release. I'll die.
Ah, locust symbol. And here's the start of the campaign here. This game received very surprisingly little marketing and buzz. In fact, they didn't even talk about the campaign mode in this year's E3 press conference. That was more of last year's stuff. They were focused more on the multiplayer aspect, which is the part that I'm not interested in. Haven't really played Gears of War multiplayer since 2, and that was only the Horde mode. What do we got here? Okay. Looks like a river of, what was that lava and oil stuff from the Gears series? I can't actually remember now. But there's some substance from the first couple games that was both lava and oil. Oh dear. Uh-oh. This looks like a dream sequence. Yep. There's the girl from Gears of War 4. She's apparently part locust.
She can barely keep her eyes open. Don't worry about her. She'll be ready.
That's Marcus's son. This is a pretty good looking game.
Okay, we're almost at base coordinates. Welcome to Missouri.
Now, what I plan on doing...
When's the last time you slept?
Last night, got a good 8 or 9 minutes in.
Nightmares.
Does it get better?
It gets tolerable.
What I plan on doing is I plan on picking up on this save file with my daily long play series, hopefully starting Monday, if I can finish Control on Sunday, that is, which I believe I can.
All right, let's see what we got. Come on, time to hook in for the drop.
Time to rappel down, I guess. Rappel, excuse me. Rappel down.
So who's jumping first?
Definitely not you.
Del, I'm fine, okay?
Sure you are.
Heh.
Shit. Thanks, Del.
Okay, she's
Snap, we're outgoing.
in worse shape than I thought.
See you soon. Hey, coming.
Okay, I am now playing.
Control, really? I have a name.
Regs are regs, Bear. I mean, Control.
And we're already breaking enough of them as it is.
What you doesn't know won't hurt. This is my call, all right? If the First Minister doesn't like it, she can yell at me. Which she almost certainly will.
Tell us where to go, Control.
Don't worry, folks, I can't hear the dialogue either.
Been in that facility for like 25 years.
Yeah, that's pretty evident.
Get out there to buy a timeshare. Get in and watch an old Hammer of Dawn prototype.
And your intel says one of the silos is still intact, right?
Yeah, as far as they can tell. Just get Dave to a functional control room. He'll handle the launch sequence.
Alright. So we have to get to a control room and locate a rocket silo. Yeah, this is one good-looking game. Seems very typical of what to expect from a near end-of-generation title. Is that you're seeing what the system can do at its best, right before it gets replaced by another. Which in this case, it will be whatever Xbox Scarlet ends up getting actually named. I hope they just call it the Xbox. That'd be nice. Alright, so where are we going here? Well, yep. As I've stated, I am playing this on an Xbox One X. It is running at 4K 30 frames a second. Native 4K 30 frames a second. With HDR. And that is the way I'm encoding this video as well. This game is also available on PC. If you have Game Pass Ultimate, you get that version as well. So yeah. There is no ray tracing support on this game though, so if you're wondering, no, don't. They would have, they're not going to support a feature on the PC version that's not available on the console.
How Baird even figured out they had an Amazon here?
My father, before he died, he let Baird in on a few college secrets. And this island, there's plenty of them.
That's right, in Gears of War 3, you found Marcus Phoenix's father. This obviously takes place a number of years after the original trilogy where, yeah, he's had a son who's grown up. Who's at least in his late teens, if not early 20s. Probably mid-20s. So this game takes place quite a while after Gears of War 3.
Didn't expect there to still be bodies. Only a handful of us made it off with zero alive.
Okay. Unless I'm mistaken, I don't think the planet that this game series takes place on is Earth. I think it's some other planet whose name I can't remember. Got some ammo here. I'll take that. Now they have the Lancer, the chainsaw bayonet, excuse me, on the right bumper button instead of holding down B. It's a bit of a change from previous games. I can't remember if it was like that in Gears 4 though.
Get back! We're coming down.
Game's getting its physics on here.
Huh, guess who? Dave, send a pulse and let's see what we're dealing with. Ah, there they are.
Looks like we got some enemies here. Locusts are back.
Okay, let's put him down! Get into cover!
Yeah, I've played Gears. You have to tell me to get into cover.
High ground on the left! Flank up!
Marcus is still Marcus.
Toss a frag, more drones!
If I remember correctly, you actually spent most of the time in Gears of War 4 fighting those robots.
Baird?
It was only at the end that you started fighting locusts.
Shit. Okay, Condor's in the air. Let me know if you need reinforcements.
Oh, you can actually create additional cover by doing stuff like that,
Come
okay.
on, gotta find one of those silos. Assuming the swarm haven't ripped them all apart.
Hey, I think we can get down this way.
Alright. What do we got here? There was no button prompt to lift that, so I wasn't sure there.
Shit. Sorry.
Kate is all kinds of messed up.
Kate, these headaches.
I'm okay, alright? Let's just find a silo.
Alright.
For the record, you'll seem okay.
Living and being okay are not necessarily the same thing, just so you know.
All the more reason to get the hammer going.
Let's hope Jin sees it that way.
So have we set aside our differences with Jin? Or is she still our enemy? Doesn't seem particularly clear. Maybe once the locusts re-emerge, those differences seem small. That's right, this robot can fight. That's right, we have our own shotgun. Still got the active reloading. It's still Gears of War after all.
Dave, pulse.
You can trigger a pulse with Dave here. Like an upgraded Jack. What I'd like to do is I'd like to upload 2 roughly half-hour videos of this game today. And then I'll pick up where this save file... I'll pick up where these videos end in the start of my daily long play series on Monday. I think I've already said that here, but I just want to iterate it.
Bear, we found one of the silos and it's wrecked.
Well, there's 2 more. One of them's still operational.
Hope you're right. We ended the war once on this island. When we get this hammer satellite up, we can do it again.
That's the idea, old pal. Control out.
That's right, the Hammer of Dawn was actually a satellite system, not just a gun that you use to point with it. To point it with, excuse me. What you were doing, you were basically aiming a targeting reticule for the satellite to launch its giant laser beam from space on from.
Let's find out. You guys go right, Marcus and I'll go left. We'll find those silos.
Sounds good. Stay in contact.
Now, I must say, this is not.
Silos too fast. Got a better idea?
I must say, this is not entirely new to me. I did watch a little bit of Modern Vintage Gamer's stream of this area last night, so I know some of the things that are going to happen. By the way, if you're into a more technically minded YouTube channel about retro and modern gaming, I'd highly recommend checking it out. Modern Vintage Gamer. Seems pretty cool.
Only one way to find out.
Ah, what are these things? I remember in this stream, Modern Vintage Gamer had a little bit of trouble with these guys. I wonder if I can do any better. Probably not. Maybe the shotgun would be more effective. Alright. So far, so good. Let's move forward. Get some ammo. Nope. I prefer the chainsaw, please. Ah, now there's a lot of them.
Oh man, I'm hurt.
Okay. Dagnammit.
Coming your way.
Dagnammit, I barely revived him. There's a lot of these guys here.
Okay, it's all.
Now, let's figure out how to get out.
Maybe I did a little better, I don't know. Doesn't really matter though.
Alright, looks like this sluice gate's our way out.
Alright. Alright, Jack, rip this door.
Pulse.
How do I do that? Oops.
Dave, can you get this open?
Man, you know what? If they want to turn this place into a hive, let them. It's an isolated island hundreds of miles from shore.
Uh-huh. Let's just make sure that happens after we leave.
Yeah. Okay.
See? Dave gets it.
What do-
So much for a silo.
There you go. I want to stick with the chainsaw lancer here.
We got trouble.
Oh, there they are. Look at that.
James, we're above you.
I see you.
We can provide support from up here if things get hairy.
Just tell us who to target.
All right.
Hey, now! Open fire!
A little bit of squad commands. That was never a thing in previous Gears of War, at least not 1 through 3. I'm low on ammo here. Shooting at me.
Target that drone!
I don't know why you said... Yeah, this is a pretty good looking game and definitely a good showcase for the Xbox One X. And a nice video to start up my 4K sample series. A nice game to start up my 4K sample series with again.
Focus fire on that drone!
Pick up that ammo. Looks like I got some more over here. Headshots still matter, even in Gears of War. Yeah, maybe if you paid more attention to the enemies that are shooting at you instead of the ones lying on the ground, that wouldn't have happened.
Got it.
Is that all of them? I don't think so. Need to get some cover here. Hey. Look at that meat cover there. Seem to be running out of ammo more often in this game than what I remember.
Copy that. Watch it. Swarm. Oh shit. Carrier. Bro, we can use those reinforcements right about now.
Condor's almost within range, Delta.
The heck is that thing?
Okay, kid, reinforcements incoming. I've got Guardians or DR1s. What do you want?
I'll take the ones with DR1, I guess. Get away from the big thing that I don't understand yet. Okay, that's...
Help me out here.
Okay, come on, revive me, dude. Thank you. Okay, there we go. That's a health bar, at least. And there it goes.
Hey, Control. That carrier's down. Thanks for the help. Stevie, one of you secure the area. The other's with us. Let's go.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this video here, and then I will see you back in part 2 of my Gears of War 5 4K HDR sample video. Back in a moment.